yeah, makes me very happy. Hi everyone! As you can see, we're coming from my bedroom again. I'm gonna cut straight to the chase. So I'm very behind in my videos, and what I had planned to do didn't quite happen this weekend. I had the spectacular plan to do an entire cosplay, get ready with me vampire theme, which is still coming your way. It might actually be more suited to getting closer to Halloween. So back to the story. As I said, I was planning to do this whole video on the weekend, and I've had an extremely busy 2 weeks. So when Saturday rolled around, ain't gonna lie, there was nothing much happening except me going into a vegetative state on my couch. I had a Netflix day, and that's okay. But Sunday, when I was planning to do this lovely video and get it done and ready for the week, I got slightly possessed. I have been wanting to paint the feature wall in my living room green for the longest time, and each time I've thought about it, I kind of talk myself out of it. But Sunday was the day. I had been thinking about this wall for so long and so many months, and it was on my brain, and then finally on Sunday it just clicked and I had to do it. But there and then, there was no way around it. If you've ever dealt with a Taurus, you'll know what this is. It's our version of being impulsive, but you've actually spent months thinking about it, and when you finally make that decision to do it, it's going to happen now. So Sunday was popping out to Leroy Merlin, buying the paint, getting it done, and spending the entire day painting. So needless to say, the video didn't happen. And again, it's been a busy week. So now I'm basically 2 days before I'm due to upload, and I don't have a video. So I do not have time to do any of the craft videos I have planned or the cosplay video. So I thought we'd do something a little bit different, something that I had been thinking about doing for a while and just kind of never got to, but I think it could be cool. So today we are doing Tash's favorites for 2021 so far, and I just want to share cool stuff I found, just things that make me happy, and maybe some of it would be something that you would be into or that would make you happy too. So there is, obviously being me, there is some Harry Potter, not gonna lie, but not all of it. We'll do some different stuff today. But on that note, I'm gonna start with the biggest Potter thing in the room that I had to kind of bring into this, and this is my giant Harry Funko Pop. This was actually a present from Llewellyn for my birthday. I've wanted this little guy for a while because, you know, just go large, why not? So he's in my living room generally, but I brought him out for this, and yeah, one of my favorites. I absolutely adore it, and there's something cool about having a giant Harry and little Hedwig sitting there. So I think maybe let's get the bulk of the Harry stuff out of the way, and then we can do some randoms, although there's more Harry Potter stuff than I realized. But anyway, so something else that I absolutely adore, and I did show these before, I think on one of the unboxing videos because I was so excited, are my two little Harry Potter key rings. Now these I got from a little shop, I think they're based in Canada, called Muggleborn Sisters. They actually do pins, but I just thought these key rings were really cool and really magical, and I can imagine I'm somewhere in the world of Harry Potter, booked into a hotel, so these were great. Another Harry Potter item that I got, and that I actually haven't used yet, yeah, and there's a story behind it, is this wallet. I actually got it on special, I think it was at Comic Book Warehouse. But the problem is, this is lovely and it's got like a velvety texture, as you can see. But I haven't wanted to use it because COVID. The thought of having to like sanitize or have hand sanitizer anywhere near this puts me off. So I've kind of kept this wrapped up and waiting for, I suppose not normal, because we'll never have normal, but for some kind of normal that I don't feel the need to spray it down if I go somewhere. Still on Funkos, but something different. Still a bigger Funko than normal. So for those that don't know, my other half he's Funko obsessed. So as much as I am slightly Harry Potter obsessed, on top of the Harry Potter collection, we've got a scarily big Funko Pop collection. I am the heathen that takes them out of the boxes, but Llewellyn's quite good. He keeps it in a box and does the thing. But another one that he got me is Ursula from The Little Mermaid. Now, The Little Mermaid is probably my favorite Disney movie. I think everybody's got a Disney princess, and Ariel was always mine. I don't know why. Maybe it's... I actually wanted to be a marine biologist when I was little. So maybe it has something to do with that in the ocean. That dream obviously went far away as I got older. But yeah, I've got a big, I think it's a 10-inch, showing my lack of mathematical skills. But anyway, I have this Ursula, and she actually lives in my bathroom. I just heard many people die 1,000 deaths, but yes, she's on the shelf in my bathroom because it's Ursula. It makes sense. Such is life. The next item, now, yes, I'm Harry Potter obsessed. I have many obsessions. It seems to be a thing I do. But a brand I am absolutely fanatical about, and that is Lush. Lush. I absolutely love Lush, and obsessed, I think, is putting it mildly. I switched over to their hair care range at the beginning of the year, and my hair has never been in this great condition. It is soft and silky and shiny. I have switched over to their shampoo. This one, I need a new one, but it's the Fairly Traded Honey, which smells amazing. I think that's where Lush gets me, because everything's an experience. And then I'm also using for conditioner the American Cream. This smells like strawberries. So when I wash my hair, it's honey and strawberries, and it's amazing. Yeah, you've got to experience it to know what it's worth. Obviously, this is not where the Lush obsession ends. I use Lush face cream, toners, the works. I kind of switched over. But the amazing thing about this is, if I look at this bottle, seeing as I'm showing my old bottle, I bought this in January, and I have just a little bit less than a third of the bottle left. So even though it is more expensive, it does last you really long. So to me, that's worth it. Another little Lush winner are these little lip scrubs they have. This is the cherry one. They've got an entire range of different ones, but these are really, really great. Just to especially in winter, just to take the dead skin and etc. Oh, that sounds wonderful, doesn't it? But to get the bits and just make your lips kissable. But the cherry one tastes really good. I don't know if you're supposed to eat it. I suppose you can, because it's vegan and friendly to the environment, so it should be friendly to me. That's the nice thing. Not that I'm a very, let's put it this way, I'm not as eco-conscious. Conscience. See, it's my conscience speaking. I'm not as eco-conscious as I feel I should be sometimes. But it is nice having a brand like this where it's a little bit more environmentally focused. So try the lip scrub. If you haven't tried their bath bombs, I mean, that just goes without saying. Give that a try. We actually, even Llewellyn loves his bath. We've both got our own jar because it's just that amazing. So try it. And the last thing I have, which is also Lush, but going more to the cosmetic side, is this little brush. This is actually a lip brush. So you'll see it actually fits inside. So you can put it in your handbag, because if you've ever used like a lipstick brush, it's horrible because when you want to take it with you, it gets all gunky in your bag, and that just sucks. So this one's great because it's kind of hidden away and it keeps nicely, and you can just turn it around and there you go. It's lovely grip. Yeah, I just thought that was very nifty. Next up, I suppose it's part of the whole self-care vibe we have with with the Lush stuff, is you always need a candle if you're having a bath. And one of my favorite candle is a local shop, and it's called Wick and Fandom. They do all sorts of different ones. Here I've actually got a Shire one, but I see from standing in my bathroom, the label's a little bit not as beautiful as it can be from the moisture. Ooh, that was heavy to close, but it just smells like the Shire. But oh, I'm babbling. But anyway, these are really great. They're mostly based on fandom. So like I've got the Shire from Lord of the Rings. I've got a Marauders one from Harry Potter. I've got a whole whack of Harry Potter ones. We don't even talk about that. They've got bookish ones, a whole range. So if you're into candles, they are soy. Just check them out. I will link it below. If you're into geeky fandoms and books, it's a great stop for candles. I have mentioned them before, but they're that good. Next up, I have a random Wish purchase. That sound. I'm sure you're wondering, what on earth am I going to show you? And I don't think anything could prepare you. Or any guesses what this is? Anybody? No. Well, this is a ring sizer. So you essentially get all the different size rings. You can try them on, find one that works. See? Okay, that one's too big. That was a bad first try. But essentially, you can try on until you find the right size for your finger.
6.5 hours later.
And let's say it's that one. That's not a bad fit. Then you just put it on the... No, we're not going there. But you put it on the ring sizer, and then you can see what size it is, because you'll see it actually has the number and the sizing. Let me try and show you. There. And you might be wondering why this would be one of my favorite things. Now there's a story to this. I have extremely big hands. Well, I suppose not extremely, but they're proportionate to me. But they're big. They're not little dinky hands. And I absolutely love rings. But the frustration I have is often when I want to buy rings, I don't know what my ring sizes are. And I've always felt awkward about going into a different jewelry shop where I'm not planning to buy a ring and to ask them to size my finger. So I actually specifically ordered the ring sizer to make my life easier when I want to buy a ring, to get the size I want. And that brings me to one of the next favorite things I want to share, and that is my favorite jewelry brand. And I spoiled myself on my birthday with a few new items from them. It's a local designer who is absolutely amazing, and you'll see here it's folklorica. See, it's Afrikaans. I don't know why I'm sounding like a foreigner, but I think she's based in Cape Town. She's got a website, but she does amazing folky kind of, to me it's just magical because it's so different, but she just does these beautiful pieces. I got myself this little, it's a little otter that's swimming, and then on the ring side little owl, and also a little deer. She really is one of my favorites, and every time she brings out a new collection, I find myself wanting to buy all of it. I've got a wish list up to kingdom come of rings I want from her, but at least now I know my sizes and I can order whatever I want when I've got money to order it. So if you're into jewelry, especially folk art kind of inspired little woodland creatures, I suppose it's got a bit of a cottage core vibe to it, do check her out because her stuff is phenomenal and I have been a big fan for years and I continue to grow my collection of her work. So another one of my random favorites, I like to read a lot. I don't often buy books. I tend to just generally buy for my Kindle because it just helps from a space point of view, but that said, nothing feels quite as good as actually holding a book and reading a book. And if it's gotten dark on the screen, it's because outside it is getting very stormy. But anyway, so yeah, most of the time I read from my Kindle, but now and again I will get a book in a book box subscription, or I'll just see one where I actually want the actual book and I'll treat myself. But the problem I always have is my cats eat books. I don't know why, especially Bella, but Luna's learned that from her. Whenever they see a book, they chew the edges. It's quite embarrassing and terrifying at the same time. But in one of my subscription boxes, it was actually one of the Harry Potter, I think it was the Harry Potter bookcase, I actually got this book sleeve that is super handy if you're a reader. It's slightly padded, so you can take your book, just put it inside, and it keeps it protected. It helps when you just sticking it in a bag and taking it with you, or in my case, it keeps chewing cats away from your book and keeps it in one piece, because before this book that's in here would never have survived. From a TV point of view, I have recently somehow got a subscription to Amazon Prime for the first time. That sounds strange, but there was like a special offer where I got, I think, 6 months for free. So I thought, let's check it out and see. And I actually found I'm very old to the party on this, but the Marvelous Mrs. Maisel that I am living for at the moment, the vintage clothing aesthetic combined with just, I feel like there's like a feminist vibe to it that I absolutely am here for completely, because it's so nice to see a female character that's so intelligent, so well-rounded, especially set in a time like that. So loving it, and it's the humor is so witty and intelligent that I'm loving every second of it. This is definitely the latest I've been with a video, and the lighting is now horrible because in the time I started this with the beautiful natural light, it has now turned into the lovely yellow light of my bedroom. But such is life. This is what you're getting. So yeah, hopefully somebody got something out of this today, or at least saw something cool that you want to try out, or just enjoyed listening to me babble. Those of you that actually tune in and watch the show. But if you are one of my regular viewers, thank you so much. It's nice to know someone's watching, because I just enjoy making these. Anyway guys, I hope you're all staying safe and taking care of yourselves wherever you are. Remember, life's short, you only have one to live, so make it count in whichever way works for you, weirdly enough. May the force be with you and the odds ever in your favor. It's getting dark, it's storming. I need to go make dinner. Bye. Oh. Sherbet lemons. Do I use this just to eat it? No. No, I don't. That would be a lie. No, Harry, you can't. It's not me. It's not Hermione. You need to go. Potter. Harry Potter. Oh, honey, honey. And I think the last favorite I'm going to chuck at you for today before we call this quits with all my babbling, because I'm a babbling. Oh, governor. Oh Lord, this is a terrible accent. I should not be doing this. Anyway.